I graduated from college, applied for a program with the Marine Corps that allowed me to go to law school, and I went into to officer candidate school after my first year of law school. That summer was commissioned, and then returned for my second and third year of law school, and then went on active duty the day that I graduated from law school. It's a wonderful opportunity to get responsibility at a very early stage in your career that often you wouldn't get for any number of years, 10 years, 12 years. You get thrown in my instance, trial very early. And although some of these issues are simple things like domestic and violations of local orders, there's opportunity to practice a lot of neat law out there. And it's just a good community of people to be around. I think I was surprised perhaps at the culture. It was far different than I had ever been. I'd been deployed in other places, but it was a far different culture than I had ever seen. It's a beautiful country, and there are beautiful people, but it was plagued with fear and violence, and I think you could pick that up the moment you got there. We were trying to sort of create a hybrid. We were the first of the Western forces to attempt this in Iraq. They have a 3-panel judiciary, at least at the trial level, and there'd be a chief judge and 2 assistant judges. So we were trying to sort of strike that balance between respecting their traditions and their laws, and then for the first time trying to stand up sort of a federal prosecutorial system. It had been very regionalized, and that often translated into sort of tribal influences. And this was our first attempt at trying to have sort of a federal judiciary that could handle crimes of significance against coalition forces, against the people of Iraq. So we were trying to kind of strike that hybrid between respecting their traditions and starting our own. When these young men and women are deployed, I think it's pretty obvious when some of them come back with the physical injuries, and many of them, regardless of what they do, come back with stress-related issues and mental traumas and things that they had witnessed and been a part of, if not just the fear or the stress of being in a combat environment. But so many of them come back with legal problems. They are things related, some of it can be domestic, it often be things related to their credit, real estate issues. Very seldom is it criminal. It's usually some type of legal action that was taken while they were gone, either to themselves or to their families, that can be cleared up relatively easily. It is so rewarding, and I think in the practice of law, where there's seldom a white hat and a black hat and everyone typically wears a gray, being able to do something for someone who really is appreciative and is in need, and is just in many instances finished doing something for millions of people whom they don't even know, it's rewarding. And I think in the practice of law sometimes the reward is lost.